Remember, we're saying practicing a positive attitude. So how do you practice a positive attitude? You as a person should be able to look for good things about people. I'll give you a great example. I've been working hard to be able to reduce my weight and get a six-pack. It's a crazy goal. But now, if you talk to someone who tells you, that cannot happen, what do you do with that person? Mute. Yeah? Mute people who don't encourage you. Mute them kabisa. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're reaching us from. This is Business Debut, and this is your host, Anthony Njenga. And remember, the purpose of this program is a threefold. One, I want you to grow your business. Two, make profit, and then impact the community positively, depending on where you are. Because remember, business is about changing lives. It's not about you. It's about changing lives. And if you help more people, then you also become successful. So, in the last discussion, we were discussing on the positive attitude, and for a CEO, whether a CEO or a salesperson. And today, I want to say then how do you again now practice positive attitude? Remember, we talk about attitude is very key. There's a study that was shown that. Attitude accounts for 93% of performance. So if you have a positive attitude, you'd rather have somebody with a positive attitude than somebody with intelligence, skill, and intelligence and skill. You'd rather have somebody with a positive attitude. So today I want to share with you. Remember, it's a practical lesson. It's to share with you how do I apply a positive attitude in my life. Now. Of course, we are Christians born again. One of the things you have to do is start every morning with have a positive note. One is that through prayer, listening to podcast on something that is motivating you. You have to be able to supply your mind and your everything else with a positive attitude. So, listening to podcast, maybe listening to a preaching that is positive, listening to a podcast that encourages you, prayer so that you offload the burdens that you have. To Christ and stuff, and then you also have to read something that is very positive. What that does for you is that it encourages you early morning. So those are things you start with. Start with a positive attitude, yeah, with positive information, yeah. That's key, yeah. Whether you want to exercise in the morning, but the key thing is your mind should be fed with positive information early morning. So you don't wake up in the morning groaning and complaining, this is another day. I hear the people who say Monday morning blues. You don't have that as a successful business owner. For you start with a positive attitude because you're looking forward to work. You're positive, looking forward to this thing that you're passionate about. Yeah, the word here is passionate about. Yeah, then so you have a positive attitude. You start with a positive attitude. Then in your craft. In everything you do, have a positive quote in the bathroom. Positive quote probably be greatness. Have a positive quote in the office. Have a positive quote in your fridge. Have a positive quote in so that your house or your environment is full of positive attitude, positive quotes from various people you respect. Maybe Christ, something that God has said, something that people you respect have said positive. So you crowd yourself with a positive notes everywhere. Yeah, so I will be great. I have a great goal. You can do everything. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And you look at them. So what are you doing? You're dealing with the subconscious mind. Your mind is feeding itself with positive attitude. So when you wake up in the morning and probably you're having an issue with your husband or wife, and then you look at those quotes. They encourage you. So when you're leaving the house, you are so motivated, so puffed up, ready for the world. Yeah. Then this is the other thing. Avoid negative people. Remember, you fed yourself with positive attitude. So what do you want to do? You want to avoid anybody who's telling you things that are not possible. So avoid negative people. You probably have fought with your wife in the morning because of one or two other things, or you have somebody who's giving you negative vibes. Mute. You know how we mute? Mute. You know, like nowadays we're on Zoom. So somebody giving negative attitude, you mute. If it's your husband or wife who's giving negative vibe, mute them. Just mute them. It's okay. I mean, what you don't receive will not affect you. So mute people. This guy tells you, like, for example, someone tells you, what are you trying to do? You know, like, I'll give you a great example. I've been working hard to be able to reduce my weight and get a six-pack. It's a crazy goal. But now, if you talk to someone who tells you, that cannot happen, what do you do with that person? Mute. Yeah? Mute people who don't encourage you. Mute them, kabisa. And then now, take a positive physical approach to everything you do. Clean up. Clean up your system. What do you mean by that? Clean up your system. I mean, the thing is, if you want to be great and you want to do great things in life, you must be physically fit. Yeah, you must be physically fit in terms of what do I eat? Are you eating junk? Especially as you grow older, things like eating junk affects your system. It will probably give you high blood pressure. It might affect your physical being. So avoid. I mean, one of the things as a CEO and as a person who's very positive, need to have a working out arrangement. You must plan for your workout. Must. Yeah. One, limit the kind of food you eat. I mean, you can't be eating pizza because it's available, or chicken that is too fried, and you know it will affect your system. You're killing yourself. And sometimes you imagine sometimes you might be affecting your life by thinking you're doing very well for yourself, eating badly, and then it affects you. Then you grow big, then you can't even work. You can't work because that system affects you. It affects your everything else. So you have to have a positive physical arrangement. So working out is key. Avoid fatty things that affect your system. Yeah, I can't overemphasize that. Avoid things like alcohol, tobacco. You know, like I see somebody who's smoking at the age of 50 or 60 and you're still smoking. What is it? It's affecting your lungs. So at some point you'll not be able to breathe. You're drinking alcohol, taking booze, and you get high. It affects your brains. What happens to your brains? It affects your memory. You're not able to remember things. It's good to relax if you take wine a bit, but if you're taking a lot of that, it will affect your system. And before long, you can be able to work. So why do you want to drink to mess up your system? And you're positive about this, you're passionate about this, what you do. So you're running, so you need to be fresh every morning. You don't have to say that now it's Friday, I have to drink, so tomorrow I am having a hangover. No. Every day is a working day for you because you're excited about your craft. You have a positive attitude. So you need to be fresh. So I can't overemphasize that. Physical activities is key. Keep at it. Avoid bad food. Avoid caffeine. Avoid alcohol. Avoid smoking. Yeah. And things that affect your system, because remember your body is it. If today you are in hospital, that means those billions that you're saying you want to make, you cannot make them. Because why? You're in hospital. You can't even enjoy it. Then you start dying early. You know, I was watching, I was listening to Charles Jonjo, one of our very great leaders. Do you know at 90, the guy is still swimming. At 93, now he's actually 103. The guy is such a good swimmer. He has climbed mountains. Yeah. He eats well, he eats healthy, so his body is still at 103 years old. In fact, there's one thing, I saw a quote that somebody saying, John, you had passed away, and he says, no, I'm still alive. So health is key. So you can't say I want to be a great guy and you're fat. You can't even move, you can't even enter outdoors. So that is out. Then the other thing you need to do is, if you want to develop a positive attitude, is that keep a diary of good things. Yeah, positive events that happened in your life. Every success, remember every success, there is. Sometimes we don't celebrate ourselves for the good things that happen in your life. So celebrate things that are good in it. Like for example, just a few days ago on 20th, we had what's called Mashujaji. How many of those people have you celebrated who are shujaz in your life? One, but also celebrate yourself for the things that you've achieved. It's not easy to run a business. It's not easy. It's hard. But there are things, small gains. Celebrate, record them, write them down. That information will help somebody in the future. Write them down. Let's remember what you've been able to achieve as a CEO. And then now, the other thing is you make everyone you meet glad that they met you. When you have a positive attitude and you're developing a positive attitude, anybody who you encounter should be able to be thankful that you did. You must always have, we do that quite a bit in our life. In my business, every time I meet my staff, I say something good about them. Every time I meet my wife, I tell her something good about her. You as a person should be able to look for good things about people. You know, I belong to an association called Business Network International, and one of our core values is called positive attitude. Positive attitude. So you as a CEO, you must at least look for good things about people. I've said one. I look for my staff, give them positive compliments. For example, if somebody does a good job, give them a positive compliment. If it's your wife, give them a positive compliment. If it's the people you work with. So look for areas you can give people compliments, because let people see, be glad that they met you. And that's key. You must make people feel good. I have CEOs who he's making so much money, he makes other people look small. No, as a leader, you must always look for positive things to say about people. Like, for example, even if it's just some person comes early in the morning, like we usually do this. You look at the people who come early in the morning and say, by the way, I'm so glad you're always on time, because that also sends a very good message to the organization. Or somebody who always thanks me for the little things I do. I also have to make sure I thank them. So be the one who gives positive compliments to people. So you need to look at yourself and say, from Monday, or rather this day, who have I encouraged? As a leader, who have I encouraged? If you've not encouraged anybody, please practice encouraging. Even like, for example, the guy at your gate when you're driving out, tell them, hey, thank you so much for always taking care of us. Yeah, you don't know how much that makes that person feel. Yeah, so you do that. And even when you're coming, for example, one of the things I do, and I do that religiously, is that when I'm coming home, I always have something for the gate man. Why? Because the person feels very nice that you are recognizing them and you appreciate them. I know one of the things that one of my neighbor does, that every time they cook for their home, they always put some food for the guy at the gate, encouraging people. It's important, because that makes you a better person. Now, remember what you're saying? Practicing a positive attitude. That's a subject as a CEO. Yeah, you can't. We have CEOs. There's some people who say when the CEO walks in, people run, because there's so much tension in the office, because the guy will look for mistakes, the guy will look for what has gone wrong, and sometimes you'll notice the things are going wrong, but look for the positive things. Let the people look forward to you coming to the office, not when they see you things change. Yeah, because yes, you're making noise. There's one of my friends was telling me that when they used to hear the father is walking to the gate like this, they all go to the bedroom, because the man will come in. First, he'll abuse his wife, he'll abuse the children, he'll beat the wife. So the kids were so terrified. That cannot be your life as a leader. The life should be a life where when people look forward to meeting you, because you radiate positivity. You want good things. People want to know. It's not how much you know; it's how much you care about them. They want to know that you'll tell them something good about their life. Yeah, you'll point at something. Oh, wow! I like the way you've dressed. I like the way I like your hair. I like what you've done. I thank you for being part of my life for this long. People enjoy that. So be the person who radiates that. That's practicing positive attitude, and people like that. And the other thing, and it's important, is, and I've said that before, and I'll say again: surround yourself with people who have a positive attitude. Positive role models. And this is what you need, always have to, I practice. I listen to people who are doing extremely well. I listen to them. I look at Richard Branson is a person I listen to on a continuous basis. Elon Musk, I listen to him because he's doing what I love to do. You look at people who have a positive attitude towards life. Yeah. I don't want to listen to politicians who are talking negative things about our country. I want to look at people who have a mission beyond self. Yeah. So surround yourself. So you're creating a positive attitude, because if that's what feeds your mind, then what happens? The same thing that you'll be feeding out. You get a lot of good information. Same thing you feed out. If you have too much bad information, you feed out bad information. I do not associate with people who have a negative lifestyle. Bad lifestyle. I don't want to sit with somebody who tomorrow will tell me, let's meet in a bar and have a drink. That cannot be my friend. Or somebody's going to tell me, let's go out and do bad things. That cannot be my friend. I avoid, and even if it's somebody I know, I will avoid you. I want to be around people who talk about positive. I want people who talk about positive marriages. I want to talk about people who talk about a positive life. I want to grow people who talk about missions. I have a mission to do this. It excites me. And that's the kind of person you have to be, a positive mindset. So are you that person? So avoid negative, guys. So in summary, Positive attitude. What are the things you need to do? Start every morning with a positive attitude. 2, have a positive environment, information back and forth about positive. Avoid negative people. I cannot overemphasize that. 2, take a positive physical approach to life. Work out, eat well, blah, 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 all that. And then keep a diary of the things that you are succeeding. Love yourself. Make every person you meet feel good. Feel good. And then last but not least, surround yourself with people who have a positive attitude. Fill your cup with positivity. Once again, my name is Anthony Njenga from Business Debut. And the purpose of this program is to do what? To make you grow, make money, have profit, and affect the community positively. Thank you, and God bless.